Chapter 6. Balder the Beautiful. Balder, one of the sons of Odin and Frigga, was the god who was most loved. He was beautiful, but he was also kind and friendly. He always had a smile on his face, and the other gods smiled when they saw him. Everyone loved Balder. Everyone except Loki. One day, Loki noticed that nobody was paying any attention to him. They were too busy looking at Balder. Loki felt a great hatred welling up inside himself. He began to think about how he might get rid of Balder. He knew it would not be easy, because Balder's mother, Frigga, had gone out of her way to make sure her son was safe. It had all started many years earlier, when Balder was young. One night, Balder had a nightmare. He dreamed of his own death. But the dream was foggy, and he could not tell how he died. He told his mother, Frigga, about the dream. Frigga was frightened. She worried that the dream was a sign of things to come. She loved her son and wanted to protect him. She went to Odin and told him about the dream. "Is Balder in danger?" Frigga asked. "I will look into it," Odin said. Odin sent his 2 ravens out. They came back with alarming news. "Hel, the goddess of the underworld, is making preparations," said one of the ravens. "She is preparing to receive one of the gods in the kingdom of the dead," said the other. "Which one?" asked Odin. "That is more than we know," said the ravens. When Frigga heard this, she decided to take action. She decided that she would talk to everything in the world and make each thing promise to do her son no harm. Frigga went and spoke to the rocks. "Rocks," she said, "promise me you will do no harm to my son, Balder." "We will not fall on him," said the rocks. "We promise." Frigga spoke to the water. "Water," she said, "promise me you will do no harm to my son, Balder." "I will not drown him," said the water. "I promise." Frigga kept going. She spoke to all of the animals and made them promise to leave Balder alone. She spoke with the trees as well. Loki knew what Frigga had done. He knew there was almost nothing that could harm Balder. Many times he had watched the gods play a game. They would throw rocks at Balder and watch the rocks bounce off. Sometimes they even shot arrows at him. The arrows broke into pieces and fell to the ground at Balder's feet. The gods laughed and laughed, but Loki did not laugh. "There must be something that will not bounce off him," Loki said. "I will find out what it is." Loki disguised himself as an old woman. He went to Frigga. "Frigga," Loki said, "I have heard rumors. I have heard that your son Balder is in danger. I am a mother myself. I wanted to warn you, mother to mother." "Thank you," said Frigga, "but you need not worry about Balder. I have spoken with everything that might harm him. I have made them all promise not to harm him." "Has everything sworn to do him no harm?" Loki asked. "Everything," said Frigga. "Well, almost everything. When I was talking to the oak tree, I spotted a little sprig of mistletoe growing on the oak. I was about to ask it to promise not to harm Balder, but I decided not to bother. What could mistletoe possibly do to anyone? It's such a tiny little plant. It hasn't even got roots of its own, you know. It grows on other trees and clings to them, as helpless as a baby clinging to its mother." "Yes," said Loki. "What could mistletoe do?" But as he nodded his head in agreement, he was thinking, "Mistletoe will do much."